people, my name is Janaína. I'm 34 years old. I am from Brazil, but I'm living in Norway now. Yeah, I've been doing these videos to take things out of my chest and tell about my experience with life. That last time I talked about violence and it was a little hard for me, a little bit. It's just difficult. There are some things that I think I said that are not correct because it's just my opinion, and my opinion can change. I'm not a tree, I can change. So I can move, I can change. So and actually when I was talking, what I think it was wrong in my video, last video, was about that violence is the root on inequality. Yeah, it can be that, but I also know plenty of people that are rich and have education that are also bad and engage in violence, especially psychological violence. So maybe I do a video later about that. But this video I want to do something more light. I came from Croatia, I spent a week there. He charging my D vitamin supply. In Norway it's a bit cold. And it's difficult when you're working to go out and get a little bit of sunlight. And so I went to Croatia, and it's very common that people here go on holidays and other warm countries. And for me, I'm from Brazil, and I'm from Natal. It's a town that is pretty much summer all year long, 300 days of sun in a year. So people often ask me, when you were in Brazil, where did you go for holidays? And it's a kind of strange question for me, because when you are in Natal, why you won't go holidays anywhere? Because here we go to holidays because we don't have sun, so you want to go to a place that has sun. But Natal is a place that people come for holidays. So people from South Brazil, that is cold, from São Paulo, they all would like to go to Natal and spend the summer there. So no, we don't have this, especially because we don't have much money, Well, the reason why people move from Natal, from Nordeste area, Northeast, is to go and find jobs that make more money. Because it's the area that used to be the area that people make less money. It's a little change now, but that's about it. So I never really travel a lot when I was young, unless it was for the countryside, for a farm, friend's house, something like that, beach houses and things like that. So, but here in Norway, that's one of the things that convinced me to come. My husband said, because he was living with me in Brazil for a few years, and then he said, would you want to go and move to Europe, or to Norway or Iceland or Sweden? Because you have a dream to travel. Yeah, I had this dream to travel around the world. I just wanted to travel around the world. I didn't want to move and leave another country. But I had this dream to go around the world, and then he said to me, that's a lot much easier when you're working there, then you have more money, then you can travel around. But things are not that easy when you get here. If you have to have a job, and to rent a house is a little harder. You have to have a lot of money. Things cost a lot, In the first 2 years, we didn't travel almost at all. So, and my husband lost a job a few times, and it was difficult for him. But I had a job, and I started saving money without telling him. So, and I started also looking for information on the internet. What can I do to travel cheaper, and how can I finally fulfill my dreams to travel, even though my husband didn't have much money. So what I did, one of the things, I look for many things, but that's what the video is about, is my experience with Couchsurfing. So it was, I'm living in Stavanger. The Stavanger area is also not that easy. There's not many flights, straight flights going out from here. So it's not that easy to travel from Stavanger. Or maybe I don't have all the information, you guys can give me some more information, but that's all I know is that if I would be in Oslo, it would be easier. Oslo is the capital, so it would be easier to be flying around the world. But yeah, I live in Stavanger, so I like a little over 2 years ago. So I started looking into this couchsurfing thing, and there were some cheap flights from Stavanger straight to Paris, and Paris is something I really wanted to go, a place that I really wanted to visit. So I went to this couchsurfing thing, did my application, and I contacted a few people that are hosting. What is Couchsurfing? Couchsurfing is social media that you make a profile, and then you can be visiting people in their homes, and they can be visiting you. Or if you don't want to go visiting people, it's like they're getting you as a guest in their houses for free. So if you don't want to either be a guest or host people in your house, you can also just go and have people to meet up. So what I did in Paris was that we contacted this couple. I contact many people because we have 5, we have 3 children, I have 3 children. And then it's a little bit more difficult to find host if you're whole family. So I contacted this couple. They had a house a little outside Paris in a city called Drancy. So they accepted our request, and then we talked to them beforehand in Facebook. We saw their house, we saw their cat, we show our house, we show our dog. So it was, we clicked. That's what I recommend. If you do couchsurfing, you always talk on Skype or talk to them, get the address, the information. So I'm very lucky. I had very good experiences. It was not the first and not the last time I'm gonna use the couchsurfing. I'm very addicted to this. So then we did, and I spent 9 days in their homes, and it was the best time of my life. You know, our lives. You know, it's a simple house. Was a simple house, but we have our own room, and we were treated like we are family. You know. We were really satisfied. The whole family was really happy, you know. When it wasn't my first time, I did travel on couchsurfing to Italy alone, which is a little bit more complicated for a woman to be traveling alone. Unfortunately, it shouldn't be, but that's how it is. But yeah, for me, what it is, I always contact people beforehand and try to talk to them on Skype, have a little conversation, chat on WhatsApp. So it's just like when you start off a friendship or relationship, you know, you're going to get to know the person, talk, and see how your energy goes with the person, if you guys matching, you know. Or maybe if you don't match, all interests in common, that's boring too. I like to be getting to know different people than me, but then I think it's boring when people are all the same, you know. So with your energy, if you feel good about this person, then things are gonna work out. And couchsurfing is not only for people who have free housing when you're traveling, it's also to make connections and friendships. Like now I went to Croatia, me and my husband, we get a very good deal on a hotel, so we didn't need to stay with anybody. We had a very good deal with a ticket, hotel, rent a car. So I just contacted people for meeting up on Couchsurfing. But we didn't have time to meet anybody, but I had connections. If I need something, I'm looking for a store, so I have 3-4 people from Croatia that could help me find what I need, and we had conversations. Everybody was so busy that we end up not meeting up. But Couchsurfing gave me connection, like inside information in a country that I don't know. So a lot of people talk about bad experience, and of course, like everything, nothing is perfect, and you have bad experience, and especially as women traveling alone. So I know we have to be cautious about it. Any kind of if you travel alone, also in a hotel. I went once to Denmark by myself, and I stayed in a hotel, and I was feeling so insecure because there were so many men. And I was alone. I didn't want to have a breakfast to show that I was alone. So you can feel unsafe also in a hotel as a woman alone. So I would recommend that you be cautious and take care and be careful in any other case also. So what I do when I go by myself, I always make sure that everybody knows that I have a family, everybody knows where I am. I have a GPS on me, you know. You have a GPS on your phone, so your family should know. If I travel overseas, I can put my GPS and my family can find me wherever my phone is. So we have all this technology that can help us for be safe out there. So I recommend that. That's what I do. I hear some people that says that Couchsurfing is like people have this set of time that can be in a house and they don't give the key to the house. I never had this experience. Always people give me the extra key to go in and out. I don't know, maybe people feel like I did this connection before and people feel safe with me in my family. So I don't know, maybe if you don't be careful and you just hasty, you say you do a request for today to stay in the house of somebody tomorrow, maybe people don't feel safe to have you. But usually for me, I never had this problem. Always people give me the keys. It was one time that I went with my daughter to Portugal and I requested a house, and this person was saying that I should get up 7 o'clock or something in the morning to leave the house and just come back after 10. So then I just said, no, that's not for me. So I just decided for another person. But yeah, maybe that's what it works, that you create a little connection with the people, the hosting people, before, not only just, I want to stay in your house and you don't ask questions, you don't want to make a connection. That's what it's with everything, with every relationship, not only in Couchsurfing. So yeah, I had this experience, it was really good. I didn't really have a bad experience. In Italy there was a little bit uncomfortable situation, but in the end everything worked out. So nothing dangerous, and yeah, so I recommend it. But okay, for me, I really rather stay in Couchsurfing with a family, nice family. And I went to Berlin with my husband. I've been Couchsurfing. I've been to Portugal a couple of times, Couchsurfing. Italy, Paris, Italy in 3 different cities, and in Paris, in Drancy, and yeah, Denmark, yeah, yes. So I feel pretty safe to Couchsurfing in Europe. I don't know if I would be that safe in Brazil, for example, but I don't know. People can tell their experience. I never Couchsurfing in Brazil, and I actually did a request, but maybe they just, what it is, Couchsurfing is like an interchange of cultures, and they want you. I want to see people from other countries, not from your own country. So that's why maybe they refused my request when I wanted to couchsurf in Brazil. So maybe that's just the reason, but I don't know. So people that couchsurf in Brazil can tell. So yeah, that's my experience with couchsurfing, and I'm very happy, and I'm very addicted actually to it. I rather 1,000 times stay in couchsurfing than in hotels. I am not that kind of person that likes, that requires to be in luxury places. Because I used to work in 5-star hotels, and I see that what is sold for you is like illusion, you know. You're not getting what you're paying for. I work in Brazil, I see the behind the scenes, and I talk to people in the hospitality business, you know, you feel like what it is luxury is the selling of an idea that you are better because you're buying this or that service. But it's not, it's just the idea, and if you feel good, it's good for you. But I know from behind the scenes how things work, so I don't really, I like better to have the connection with people and places, and be treated as a family instead of a business or a product, you know. So I feel, or at least I want to know that I'm not being buying an illusion. I know what I'm paying for and what I'm getting as a business. I want to be honest business, you know. So I much rather be with a family and a little dog, annoying dog, with someone in couchsurfing. And I remember we exchange culture, we exchange information, a lot more honest. And we know that these people don't have anything to gain from you, and except from that relationship, friendship and connection. And you don't have anything to gain from them. That's why I really, really, really love, is something really for me, couchsurfing. So I hope to have opportunity to go and meet a lot more wonderful people out there in the world. Yeah, I think that is all. A lot more positive. I will talk about more experience I had with violence later, but that's all for today. Beijinhos.